How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Caddleson here, and we're reacting to another Person of Interest with episode number 8 of this season. That last episode was low-key, wasn't it? Yeah, I mean, the stakes were incredibly high, and, of course, going, over the episode, you felt so bad for who we now know to be Elias, of course, and that revelation was a complete whirlwind, and of course with the fact that he has been talked about since episode 3, yeah, it was a really, nice revelation, one that completely took me by surprise. Usually something like that gets revealed at the halfway point, and yet we're yet to reach that point. So yeah, but it sets things up really neatly, and yeah, I'm really excited to see how things are going to go, because this really felt like with the ending of the last episode, it really felt like, I guess, in terms of the present day stuff and all of that, the first L, I guess you could say, that Reese took, really. So especially with that talk to Finch at the end, like how many more people are gonna have to, like how many more people's names are gonna come up because of the fact that he let Elias go, really. So yeah, but I'm excited to get into this episode following that dramatic episode. So with that said, let's get into episode number 8 of season 1 for Person of Interest. Let's go. Wait, I feel like I've seen him before. Might just be a familiar face, but...
No thanks, I don't drink coffee.
Oh, Finch. Finch, I'm docking you some points, bud.
You've been paying attention.
Relax, Finch. It's just tea. I haven't guessed your favorite color yet.
Is it red?
Nagel. Foreign background, boring life, a job involving travel. Spycraft 101. This is an alias.
Ooh.
I've used dozens of them. I think Nagel is a
Yeah,
cover.
this is what what he excels at.
Sure. His wife, Anya, who worked as a secretary at Stasi headquarters, ran with him.
But she was killed in a car accident shortly after.
Was it a car accident, though?
By 89, East Germany has collapsed.
The
Yep.
Stasi no
The
longer
wall.
exists.
Could be you.
Oh, but it is, and he's back from the dead. Oy, there you go.
Something to discuss.
Oh yeah, harking back to episode 3, wasn't it?
We know about the ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like I told you, you never go back.
Oh, fuh.
Well, called to make sure he was home.
Yep. If there was an answer. Yeah. Oh my God.
He's interrogated.
I'm going through more of these records. Cole was part of a 4-man team. He shared trigger duties with a team leader named
Half the intelligence services in the world were tracking these guys at one point.
but they were ghosts, untraceable.
Finch, what was the case officer's name?
Shit.
Hauf.
This dead guy was Hauf.
Yeah.
Cole killed his Stasi teammate. And he will kill again.
Ah!
To be here. But this is just the beginning.
And this is gonna be a long day.
Yeah, he's done. Oh, wow, he went flying.
Yeah, well, I can't do anything until someone calls on a crime.
You'll get a call. Shots fired.
Were there shots fired?
There were now.
Oh, damn.
For my sins. For yours. For the team. The people
And there's
who
that, like...
kept me in a hole.
Oh,
But I
shit.
never stopped.
Yeah, he's felt burnt.
It's long ago. I let myself forget.
Oh, and he just walks out. No, a few eyes will bat suspicion, but he's not first.
The Americans wanted him gone.
So you gave them Cole.
They offered us a new life.
Backstabbed.
We traded. Ulrich.
So, yeah, he pretty pissed.
You were his team. His friends. Each other.
A German organization would give all three a chance to meet in public. So if Hauf and Wernick were members,
Then
Styler.
would have been too.
Yeah.
There are two crime scenes.
The unholy trinity in
Now, the same scene is
Cole's
citizens
eyes.
wearing a gray suit. There's nothing more important than putting him back where he belongs.
Why not involve U.S. authorities?
He was jailed without trial.
Yeah, so it wouldn't hold up. Yeah.
No one wants an international incident.
You aren't supposed to be operating on U.S. soil.
construction foreman from Newark. Credit scores only go back to 1988. If the pattern follows,
Then Stegans is really Styler.
I am noticing a bit of a pattern that, it's kind of a slight shift in terms of their names, isn't it?
I knew this day would come.
And yet you are like, oh, but he's a dead man.
The best. I learned from you. You were my friend.
Yeah,
You knew me.
he was from once.
I was the only one who knew.
Wait, is Anya alive? Shit!
Hello?
I was more afraid of you than anyone, Ulrich. So you see, your revenge was all for nothing.
I mean, except for the fact that, oh my, oh no, he's dead anyways. Oh
You see,
shit!
it's highly uncomfortable
Oh
being here.
shit!
Highly uncomfortable having you here, but I need a spotter.
Oh my god!
Impressive, Finch.
What if you miss?
He won't.
I wouldn't know. Never have.
Oh my god, that is cold. Oh my Nelly! He's ruthless with a sniper.
What's your plan, Cole? You gonna kill her too? Your own wife.
Exactly. Like this is not just like your teammates. Oh my god!
Your external carotid arteries obstruct both.
I was
Oh
begged
no,
by
no,
the surgeon
no,
patrol
no,
when I was in
no.
Kandahar. They used electricity on me. 16 hours.
Ah, yeah, yeah,
Only one
what?
was my name.
I don't care for your name.
Like I said, you boys are too tense. Here's to taking the gloves off.
Yeah, your number. Big time. Holy
You gotta be
shit.
kidding me.
You bought that here and mixed it yourself.
He's good at what he does.
Familiar with poisons?
I've had some experience.
Yeah.
I had taken lives, killed wherever they sent me. For that, I was called a monster. Even the blackest heart still beats.
I was
Holy
you, Cole.
shit.
Revenge won't help.
24 years.
Yeah, he's been through a lot of pain, hasn't he? And it's just him embracing that monster role.
But today,
So much death. How could he? The
Very
Americans staged a
difficult.
car accident to keep me safe. Ulrich believed I was dead. But I started a new life.
Shit.
shares my mother's eyes.
Don't do anything stupid already.
What about her now, isn't it? It's like you do something to Anya, what are you doing to her?
Just leave her be.
As one professional to another, I respect what you have tried to do. But I can't have you following me.
Don't worry, you aren't going
Oh, let's go save him! Oh, nah, that was close.
He was a soldier in Germany before she moved here. He was a brave man. He died before I was born.
Well,
He died a hero.
A hero.
After the
oh,
Berlin Wall fell, he helped her get out. Where you been? We got an anonymous call.
Oh,
And if he's here, got a feeling my vigilante's here.
wait, is Reese gonna?
The two of you go with him.
Come on.
Is Reese gonna like jump ship before she gets there?
All right.
Don't do anything. He's gonna die. Yeah.
This is Carter. Report. Who has a 20 on that shot?
Yeah, Reese had to kill him. Oh.
I wouldn't have hurt her. I never had a tomorrow.
Oh, he was ready to die today.
It was her.
Yep. He wasn't really sure if he would hesitate, but...
This is right. I'll tell you one last time before it gets complicated.
Oh.
This is right. The threat is real. Your country needs you.
Oh shit, what he... Yeah.
I think I've got it. You'll be.
Mr. Reese.
And that's how he got his name. That's his origin story, yeah.
You think anyone will care for our names?
Oh.
After we're dead.
I thought we already were.
Yeah. Ghosts. But their day will come. They harped on about that. About that fact that there is a chance that tomorrow won't come for them. It's a dangerous, dangerous life. Oh, it's very interesting though, like especially with the you know, tricky situation of Cole and yeah. Obviously there was that path of vengeance that he was on, and it was gonna get complicated. Yeah, with Anya being alive all this time. Oy, but it like I always thought it was gonna be very, very tricky stuff. I guess ultimately, wasn't it? And it just got more complicated with the existence of Marie, so yeah, but that was really, really great stuff. With, you know, how it really did a good job at, you know, giving us as well some insight into Reese's not just that though, but I guess his origin in a sense. So yeah, but yeah, it was just really, really you know, great to get an insight into Colt, like especially with his scenes against Reese, and you know that moment of him torturing him whilst also talking about, you know, what he's done and gone through, as well as, you know, his stance about killing people, and the similarities there between Reese and Cole. I mean, it was really, really great stuff in terms of not just, of course, seeing the kind of similarities. Really, if you know, things went another way, that there could be that moment where Reese would become what, you know, Cole could be. Because of the fact that you know, you're seeing. I mean, you've already seen in, you know, previous episodes where there has been growth in terms of Reese and how he's able to deal with people. You know, Finch has been a bit of a saving grace, of course, but I mean, even in the flashbacks, you get to see him just be a bit of like there's that bit of hesitancy. So, and when I make the mention of course, this being Reese's origin story, it's not just, of course, where he gets the name, but also where he gets, you know, the kind of idea in terms of how he kind of detached himself from that humanity in a sense. So, you know, that woman, yeah, she was very, very ruthless, and even know that an anonymous source who had a lot of reliability said, you know what, it's okay because of the fact that, you know, these two allowed this terrorist to, you know, cause harm and all of that. They can be wiped off the earth and all of that. Yeah, it completely shocks him, to be fair, doesn't it? Because it's like this whole eerie concept and all of that, and yeah, it's obviously a completely different Reese who obviously we're following in present day. This is someone who is, if anything, a virgin to this whole to this whole darker world and all of that he's, you know, set to endure. So yeah, and it was a very, very strong episode, really, in terms of not just, of course, detailing about what happened way back in 2006, but also in terms of, like, Cole himself. So yeah, I do wonder if we're going to see that woman again. I assume so, because not only is she a very, very good starting point into Reese's origins, but there does seem to be that, you know, kind of indication that, you know, she might be a recurring character potentially, especially if you're gonna, like, educate him and you know, give him the name Reese. So it was it was always going to end there. So unless he, you know, went by another alias other than Reese. So so yeah, but that's it though. I was like, okay, well, is this gonna, like, be something else other than like, especially obviously with the fact that Cole took like a different name prior to the whole revelation that he was Cole. Yeah, and then, you know, obviously Reese knows his way around aliases and all of that. But that's all we've gotten to know in regards to his name. He's always been called Reese. He hasn't been called anything else, as far as I remember. So, but I guess it was always going to end that way, wasn't it? It was always going to be, you know, Reese in the end. So, you know, it just adds on to the fact that he is a ghost, really, with this, you know, with this name that, you know, makes him quite the enigma in terms of this whole, like, mystery on who is, like, especially in terms of, like, the whole Carter situation as well. Like, every time she feels like she's closing in on him, and it's like, you know, who is he? Like, who is he all about? I mean, she's been asking that question since day one, of course, and ever since she's been in this chase against him. So it's just, yeah, and he is a complete mystery to her, as he is a complete mystery to us. So, yeah, I gotta say though, that moment where he just took out the car with that sniper rifle, that was just badass. Like, even after he shot the car, you know, you had that, like, German guy who was like, you know, we have diplomatic immunity and all of that. And he's like, I'm not a diplomat. He's just so cold sometimes, and it's just really, really, like, you do really get a good idea about how ruthless he can be, not just in terms of course, you know, moments like him taking out that car, like, just cleanly. Like, he had so much confidence and all of that, and the way he just took that car out of commission was just, like I said, mwah. But it's just his one-liners as well. Like, there's so much of a confidence, and it's just, yeah, very chilling at times. So, but again, you get to look at the 2006 scenes and, you know, see what happens like 5 years later, which, you know, isn't really that long if you think about it, considering, like, it's 2024, like 4 years ago we had the pandemic, and that's like, but yeah, I mean, he has gone through he's gone through so much when you look back at the 2006 scenes and see how, you know, startled he was when that woman took out those two government people, like, just instantly. So she knew the score about them, and you know, she was just waiting for them to be at their final destination, which was of course in the room with her, and then bam, they're dead. So ugh. And then, you know, Reese was completely shook of, but of course she I guess built the first blocks in terms of who Reese would become, not just in terms of name, but of course nature as well. So yeah, but yeah, like I said, the whole similarities as well when it came to Cole and Reese was just really great stuff. Like, especially in terms of, okay, well, this is who Reese could really become and all of that. I mean, he even pointed out the parallels between himself and Cole. So, but it was also just very fascinating going into the whole, just the whole situation with Cole in the first place, because of course he was on this revenge tour. And then, of course, when he finds out that his wife's alive, all hell kicks off because of the fact that, you know, the US, they decided to help her. Like, there was a lot of fear in regards to what Cole did. I mean, even, like, when he had Reese tied up and all of that, and you know, just those, like, things, no thanks. Yeah, you kind of got a bit of an idea in terms of why Anya was wanting to, yeah. But he you know, had such a he had, I mean, I don't want to say it was bragging rights, but it kind of fits that category in terms of, like, how he was not really someone to fuck around with in terms of, you know, being a killer and all that. He was not easy, and he was not easy against Reese as well, which was, you know, really, again, when it comes to the, you know, similarities, it's really, really great stuff when you have Reese, who is not only, you know, finding it a bit difficult in terms of trying to take down Cole, but also, like, failing to beat him to the punch on, like I said, Cole's revenge tour, really, against, you know, those the three Judases, I guess, in his eyes. So, but of course, she had to be alive, I guess, didn't she? Because that created a bit of a complication. But I also really liked the revelation as well that his magazine was empty when obviously he had Thingy at gunpoint. I mean, obviously, when you heard the gunshot, you knew Reese was going to be the be all, like, he was going to be the one to pull the trigger. But whatever the case, he was waiting for Reese to react. He just held the gun at Anya, despite the fact that she was pleading. She was always going to live at the end of the day, but he was bringing her into a state of panic, and he was going to make it think that he was going to make it look like that he was going to pull the trigger. So, because he knew that Reese wouldn't hesitate, because he knew what Reese, because again, there is those similarities. So he knew that Reese wouldn't, he knew that Reese would always shoot at the end of the day, and he was expecting that. Like, it was very poignant when it came to, obviously, Reese talking about, you know, there can always be a tomorrow, like, especially with the discovery about the existence of Marie, but he knew that this would be his last day. So it is really, really surreal, but that at the end of the day, he was just, like, he acknowledged that he was a monster, and that this monster needed to be put down. So, yeah. And it really, it was really, really interesting, because, like, I was thinking, like, throughout, like, especially when it came to the revelation that Anya was alive, you know, that the Americans helped her out and all of that. Pardon me. Yeah. It was going to be very interesting, because with the way that Cole was, you were thinking, well, is he gonna hesitate? And I mean, in a sense, he didn't hesitate, but not in the way you think. Obviously, when you make a mention of, oh, he's not gonna hesitate, usually you think, oh, he's gonna shoot Anya. But in this episode, he didn't hesitate. He already knew what was going to be the end game for him, and that was his own death. Because, yeah, but he needed to see Anya one last time. So, but obviously he knew his time was it was coming up, because he needed to die. So yeah, but it was a very, very fascinating episode. So also loved Fusco helping out Reese as well, when he was all tied up, thanks to Cole. Well, when he was gonna kill him, should I say. So that was a really, really amazing moment. And again, Cole is no one to mess around with. So Fusco just braving it there, but it was really, really great stuff. So yeah, I am very curious to know how long this cat and mouse game between Kara and Reese is gonna be. But no, it was a really, really solid episode. So yeah, I don't mind, of course, like, given the last episode was pretty big, given the revelation of Elias, I don't mind the fact that we did take some, like, kind of detour from, like, especially with the whole Cole Reese similarities, I guess. I don't mind a little bit of a detour, because not only was this very, very tough in terms of, okay, well, Cole is giving Reese a run for his money, but also we managed to look back into the past, because we haven't had flashbacks in some time, I guess, but we managed to look back into the past and saw a completely different Reese, who was yet to be born, I guess you could say. So yeah, until of course that final flashback. But yeah, like I said, a really good episode. Really enjoyed it. So I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right. If you want to check out more of my content, you can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!